Hi, Frank here. So often we don't get started with doing anything online because we don't know what the first step to do is. So what I want to do with this particular instruction is show you how easy it is to get started to organize your thoughts, your ideas using Google, a free tool so you can start to take action and share your message so you can grow. So the first step that I do is I always like to use the browser called Google Chrome simply because I found it to be more secure. There's some add-ins, some plugins that are very useful. So the three things we're going to learn today is how to use the Google Drive, how to start creating content using something like a word processor, and ultimately how to organize your beginning steps. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. The thing that we want to start using is what's called Google Drive. So if you just saw me, I go in here into the Google screen and typed in Google Drive. When I do that, it's gonna take me to an instructional explanation as to what Google Drive is. Think about Google Drive like an online storage archive place that you have to save photos, music, different items. But we're gonna be using it to organize our online ideas and thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the Google Drive. And notice, it gives me a little bit of an explanation as to what Google Drive is, how to use it, how I can store files. What we're going to do is go ahead and click on where it says go to Google Drive. Alright, so this is like behind the scenes, what I have here for people who grow. I have some articles that I've written, presentations, ideas, but in a sense, to keep my sanity, I've created a folder. You can go ahead and create a folder by right-clicking and selecting new folder, and we can call this content, or give it a name that you're comfortable with. But I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that step. Now, inside of content, I've divided my different items into things like the website, presentations, design, identity, these three items here. But what's powerful for you is you can go ahead and create something like a new Google Doc. For example, the way I did that was by taking my mouse, right-clicking, and selecting Google Docs. And in that moment, I'm going to go ahead and now have my first document so I can take ideas. There's different naming conventions, but let's not overcomplicate this. I'm going to call this the Idea Cabinet document. Use this space to capture ideas, perhaps links, items that no doubt you're going to come across when you're researching and investigating different items, right, of your own findings. So perfect. I can go ahead and type in something. Maybe it's something very similar to Microsoft Word, which you may have used in the past. I'm going to call it ideas. I can go in, format it by making it bold. And if you've seen this before, it's simple. It's not supposed to be complicated. Place to capture my findings. Great. So I can go ahead and file. What's pretty interesting here, let's get rid of this. This shows you like this is a live kind of thing. Get down. Review. Okay, great. So again, you can put images. You can do some pretty neat findings here. I can go ahead now and close this document, go back to my Google Drive, and now I have, after I refresh it, a place where I've created an article piece. So you see, in less than 5 minutes, now I have a place where I can literally, if I wanted to, share this with the whole world. You see this Idea Cabinet folder. This is what I just created. I can go ahead and get a shareable link. And now anybody that has this link, as I'm about to show you right now, can go ahead and access my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas. And there you have it. In less than a minute, 5 minutes, you've created your first place where you don't need a website, you don't need to go through these complicated, long ways of finding information, but you have a place where you can start sharing what you are. Great. So thank you very much for tuning in. As a recap, we explored what Google Drive is. Think about it like a place where you can kind of have an online archive we created a document using the Word equivalent called Google Docs, and then we typed something up briefly so that in the end we can start using this for our purposes. All right. Thanks for tuning in to People Who Grow. Talk with you soon.